how special his performances are and what he brings to the table. So, Shannon, do you agree that LeBron is taken for granted by the media and by the fans?
I don't know if it's so much by the fan. I think the biggest thing is, Skip, is that LeBron has played basically his entire career in a social media age. It would have been very interesting to see had some of the other greats, the Michael Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, some of the other greats, Skip, because before the social media age, unless you were on television, unless you were on radio, you didn't have a platform to say he's good or he isn't. Now you got 2 billion Facebookers followers or people on Facebook. You got another 2 billion on IG and Twitter. And so everybody has a platform to say, and they can get things trending. You hashtag this, this or that, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what, you're right. But I think the thing is, Skip, people that understand and know the game of basketball, that follow it closely, realize that what we're watching, even for his greatness, is not normal, especially at his age, especially with the amount of minutes that he's played, the amount of games that he's played. You realize that what he's doing is not normal. Because last week he had a game where it was 30, 10, and 5. He shot 80% from the floor and from the three-point line. And then he averaged a triple in year 17. He's averaging a triple-double for the first round of the series. There's only been done twice. And he did it both times. So I think the thing is, Skip, you do start to take things for granted because of his greatness, and you just have a level of expectation. It's kind of like parents. You expect them, when you say, I want some candy, to get it. I want ice cream, to get it. That ain't always how it was in Mary Porter house. But I'm saying, Skip, there's a level of expectation that you have that you're going to get certain things. And I think the thing is, you take for granted because he's been doing it at this level for such a long time. You're talking about 16 straight years in which he's averaged 25 or more points. Let that sink in. He's never averaged less than 20 points in the season. And the fewest amount of assists he's had in the season is 5.9. Let that sink in. He's in year 17. So I think the thing is, Skip, fans can take this for granted because you're like, well, he do this all the time. But I don't think people that have followed the game and that's covered those guys and before, I think they understand what he's doing is unusual. Very unique. But I don't take it for granted because I know he's special.
So I'm not sure what your answer is. He is being taken for granted by most people?
By people in the social media age. I believe a lot of the fans take it for granted. You just hate. So you don't take it for granted. I just hate what you got. Me, I understand. I appreciate it. And I know what he's doing, especially at this age. I'm at any age. What I'm talking about at that age. 25, 10, and 8 is good at any age. 22, 25, 30. At 35 is unbelievable. You might not ever see it again. So you better watch it. Skip, that's what I did. I went outside in 1986 because Mr. Prentice Burkhalter, rest his soul, I was in the 6th grade. He say, Haley's Comet's coming. Skip, I remember looking up in the sky because I didn't know if I was going to be around another 77 and 1/3 year to see it come again. I watch him every time he come on TV because I don't know if I'll ever see that again.
And every night that LeBron James plays a basketball game, it's like the world sees Haley's or Halley's Comet once again. It's like it passes over every time he even plays Portland in a playoff game. I'm sorry, somebody has to tell some truth about this man.
I just told it.
He is all-time great, obviously. He does have some flaws that get swept under that little rug you have over there, such as free throw shooting. They're called free throws.
You gonna nitpick that?
Is that nitpick? That's a huge part of a man's repertoire and ultimately his legacy, and he is poor at that.
That's what did Shaq say? Shaq said, yeah, I'm a poor free throw shooter, but I make it when they count.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's talk about that because this is the worst late game clutch game free throw shooter in the history of stars in this league is LeBron James, and I appreciate you bringing that up. This man is nightly idolized, canonized, deified beyond comprehension by what Kevin Durant referred to as LeBron's quote-unquote media fanboys, and there are many of them out there. And I get it because he is bread and butter for this league. It's like Tiger was when Tiger was really on top in golf. The golf media rooted for Tiger because he's actually making their jobs he's keeping them afloat. He's the reason they get to go to the British Open every year because everybody's interested. What's Tiger going to do in the British
Tiger
Open?
versus the field.
Okay, you got it. So in this case, I have had to sit and watch this man across from me wear goat masks during a first-round playoff series against a team called the Trailblazers, who often trailed in that series. And the Trailblazers wound up 37-43, and you're goat masking games that LeBron plays against that sorry team and its sorry defense.
But that was the same sorry team that some of the all-time great players had picked to beat LeBron James. And you jumped on the bandwagon, and Jenny, if I'm not mistaken, you quoted me what they were saying. And some of the guys you said I have so much respect for.
What was my prediction? Sweep. It was a joke. It was a sweep, and it should have been a sweep, and you know it, and I know it.
No.
Yes.
We needed ratings.
Oh,
yeah, we got to let it say.
Oh, so you just gave them the first game?
Yeah, we got to give a game. Make it interesting.
Okay.
Because, Skip, think about it. We've been off for a week now. If we'd have swept them, we'd have been off for like 13 days.
Okay, I'll take that. I need LeBron back. I'm missing him. I agree with
exactly.
you. He's the most interesting man in the history of sports. There's always some subtext, some subplot. There's always drama around the Drama King every night. I get you that. Drama. And yet, in game one of this series against Portland, he's got the basketball in his hands with a 6-point lead with 7 minutes to go against the sorry Trailblazers.
Oh, they're sorry now.
They're just sorry.
They're in the playoffs.
They came in 4 games under 500 to the bubble, and they exited 6 games under 500. It's not. You have to put it in, what's your favorite word? Context.
Yeah, it was context. Hot team. The hottest team. You told me that's the hottest team. Everybody say, if they play, and even you said, if they play the Blazers with Dame and CJ, they get Nurkic back at Whiteside, Melo. Now all of a sudden we blow the doors off them, and now they're terrible.
LeBron James' team got outscored 19-6 down the stretch of game one, and yet LeBron James, the GOAT, quote unquote, says you, has the basketball in his hand, and he gets a wide open 3-point shot to cut it to 2 points with 30 seconds left, and he LeBricks.
Skip, if you only can talk about a man in 17 years, and you only going to go back to the game and says, okay, well, he missed late game free throw. Skip, everybody's missed a free throw. Larry Bird has missed a free throw. Michael Jordan has missed a free throw.
Not like this man has consistently, routinely missed late game.
I tell you what, also, they haven't consistently and routinely been in the finals like this man either. So since you're talking about consistently and routinely.
You're right. He cakewalked through the East. 8 straight times he cakewalked through the East. Now let's see if he can cakewalk through the West.
You see? What you did, talk about cakewalk. Yep. He does something, it's a cakewalk. He doesn't do anything. See, great failure.
It was cakewalking.
You got to get it. At some point in time, you're going to sit back. You're going to be in your rocking chair. You probably move back to Oklahoma. You and Ernestine, and you be drinking lemonade, sitting in your rocking chair.
We're sticking right here. We will retire here, and it's not going to come anytime soon.
You be sitting there, Ernestine, you know what? And you'll probably write a tell-all talking about, you know what, I should have gave this man his flowers while he was playing.
Really?
I didn't do that. Yeah, that's what you're going to do.
I don't see that coming. Maybe you know my future better than I do. So what happened in the game you just raved about? It was the closeout game 5.
Yeah.
Throw out all those numbers. He went mistrip dub.
Yeah, Did he do that?
The Trailblazers were down to 8 bodies. They had 8 men left on their bench. There was no Damian Lillard, and Whiteside had his pinky finger dislocated in game 5. And you're goat masking it. You're raving about that. And do you realize with 6:52 left in the game, in the fourth quarter, the score was tied?
Yeah.
That's shameful.
And then guess what we do? We stepped on the gas.
Stepped on the gas. Way to go.
That's the gear that we have.
Oh,
you know, now, because you remember, at first, there were only 3 speeds, then they went to 4 speed, then they went to 5 speed, and now they got cars with 6 speeds, right? You got one with a 6 speed, right?
7.
So you got 7 speeds now. So now you get it out, you can really step on the gas and just disappear from everybody.
I never even put it in 7th gear. There's no need.
That's what
if I put it in 7th gear, I'm going to the moon.
That's
seriously.
LeBron stepped on the gas and didn't even get out of 3rd gear. So he got 3 more to go. And I got a sneaky suspicion that you're probably going to see those extra couple of gears
in
the next round.
Good. I'll be watching. Show me.
No, you'll be
I
hating.
say what I see.
You'll be watching and hating because you know what? He'll average a triple-double against the Rockets, and you're going to say, the Rockets, their tallest man is much taller than I am. Okay, then he'll beat the Clippers. Well, the Clippers were, half of them didn't want to be in there, and they was talking about leaving, and sweet lemon pepper Lou went. And you're going to make all, I already know you, Skip.
I got Clippers over Lakers. I've had it all year, and I'm sticking by it, and I will not flip that script. All I know is that in the end, I have to sit over here every day and hear, oh, he passed Michael Jordan in scoring. And the point is, I give you this. He's Iron Man. There's never been anything like him. He had one little groin pull in 17 years.
And you wrote him off. And a lot of people wrote him off.